guys, what's up? Naomi here with a full week of workouts for you guys. I've never done this style of video before, so if you guys enjoyed, make sure you let me know and also give this video a thumbs up if you're excited to see it as well. If you guys have any questions for me about what I'm training, why I'm training, or why I do my workouts, but like how I do it, etc., anything about my workouts and my training that I don't answer in the video, make sure to drop a comment down below. Here's your Strong Girl Summer. Let's get this week started. Hey guys, before we head to the gym, let me give you some outfit details. I'm wearing the TLF Tempo Collection sports bra and shorts, both in the color wine size small. The shorts are a little bit of a shorter short, but because I am a shorter gal, I don't like too long of shorts just because I feel like the longer the shorts get, the shorter my legs look. So anyways, this is my outfit for today. We're gonna go do some squats and a whole entire leg day. I'm gonna go pack my gym bag and I'll see you guys at the gym. I start every workout with full body foam rolling for 10 to 15 minutes as I feel like it really helps to get my muscles loosened up and ready for my lift. So even if I might not include clips of me foam rolling some days, just know that I definitely am. I just don't want the video to get too repetitive with the same things. And then of course we have the iconic pre-workout dry scoop. Cheers to a good workout, guys. Please excuse the angle for my squats as I really wasn't able to get a better shot without getting other people on camera or getting in fellow gym members' way. Anyways, continuing with warm-ups, I'll be doing some leg swings going forwards and backwards as well as side to side, 2 sets of 12 reps per leg. This just helps to open up my hips and slowly get my legs a little bit more ready to squat. Following the leg swings, I'll do one warm-up set of 10 reps with just the barbell. You'll notice that for the rest of my warm-up sets of squats, I'm not doing a ton of reps for each set. This is because I'm only doing 6 sets of 2 reps for my working sets, so doing a lot of reps for each warm-up set isn't necessary and can actually waste unnecessary energy that I could have saved and used for my working sets. I get unstable. Still doing warm-up sets of squats, and we're going to add a 25-pound plate to each side of the barbell and do one set of 5 reps. You guys know I love talking about exercise form, but if I start talking about it, I won't stop. So instead, I will direct you over to my how to squat tutorial here on YouTube, linked in the description. Warm-up set number 3 will be a 45-pound plate on each side for 3 reps. We're finally going to get into our working sets now, which just means that we're no longer warming up and are basically doing the quote real sets now. To get ready for my lifts, I'm going to put on my knee sleeves, which helps to brace your knees and take a little bit of pressure off of them to keep them safe since we'll be lifting at a heavier weight. The ones I'm using are from SBD and I'll link them and all of the gym equipment that I used throughout this week down in the description box below. I'll also put on my SBD lever belt, which helps to brace and stabilize your core so that you have a stronger and safer foundation to place such a great amount of weight on your body. And lastly, I'm also going to use my Gainster wrist wraps, which do exactly what the other 2 do as well. Help stabilize my wrists so that they can better support the weight I'll be lifting. I also took another half skip of pre-workout just because I felt like I needed it. Let's get this lift, guys. I'll be doing 6 working sets of 2 reps at 85% to 1 rep max, which is 180 pounds total for me. Your 1 rep max is the maximum amount of weight you can lift for a single rep. If you were to literally add even 1 more pound, you wouldn't be able to lift it. For me, my 1 rep max for squats is 210 pounds. 80% of that is 180 pounds. If you want more details about 1 rep maxes or other fitness terms, check out my basic fitness words explained video here on YouTube, also linked in the description. Since I'm lifting at a higher 1 rep max, I'll be doing less reps with more sets. This is more of a strength/powerlifting style of performing compound lifts and is intended to help you increase strength. Eventually, I'll be hitting a higher 1 rep max, and utilizing this style of training will help me with exactly that. I also wanted to note that I rest about 3 to 5 minutes in between each one of my working sets. The next exercise in my workout will be rack squats for 4 sets of 4 reps, which will look just like regular squats, except I'll be moving the safeties up and then resting the barbell on them for the slightest second until I lift the weight back up to a starting position. For me, when I'm lifting heavier, I'll usually get stuck right around this part of the movement when I'm going back up. So this exercise helps you practice the second half of the squatting movement and get stronger at it. Since I'll typically only get stuck here when I'm lifting heavier, it doesn't make sense for me to perform the exercise with a lighter weight and high reps, so I'm also going to be doing this exercise with a little bit more of a moderate to heavier weight. I'll be resting about 1 to 2 minutes in between each set for the rest of the exercises in this workout, just so you know. And we are finally done with squats. Even though I just did like a bajillion sets of squats, I actually like squats the least out of all the compound movements, mostly because it's my weakest lift, but that's also why I have to practice them so much. Anyways, I usually do the leg press and then leg extensions after, but all of the leg press machines were taken as well as the leg extension machines, so I did some cable step-ups after my squats for 4 sets of 12 reps per leg instead, which actually made for a great booty burn, so I wasn't mad about it. I typically like to position the platform so it's just under my knee, start standing on the platform that's on top, place my working foot, the foot on the upper platform, in the middle of the platform, then lower my non-working leg down to tap the bottom platform, then push off the foot on top to go back up and repeat. I superset the cable step-ups with calf raises for 12 to 15 reps per set. Your girl got weak calves, so gotta work on that, sis.
Every day I got your back, and you can count on me for that.
Okay, up next we have leg extensions because the machine was finally free, which we'll be doing for 4 sets at 10 reps per leg. I've been trying to grow my quads since forever, but I swear they just hate me and refuse to grow. But that's okay, I love my chicken legs and I'll still be hitting them every week on the off chance that they'll start growing. To finish up my workout, I'll be on the treadmill on an incline for about 20 minutes just to get a few extra steps in for the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another workout. Welcome to day 2 of my week of workouts. Today is a full-on chest and triceps workout, and of course we'll be starting out with full body foam rolling. After that and an obligatory pre-workout cheers, we'll be moving on to some more warm-ups. I usually like to grab a pair of 5-pound plates and do some external rotations, lateral raises, shoulder presses, and arm circles going forwards and backwards. I'll do 10 to 12 reps per arm of each exercise for 1 to 2 sets. Following, we'll start with a bench press for 2 warm-up sets of 10 to 12 reps with just the barbell. You'll notice that my feet stay flat on the floor at all times, and the back of my shoulders and head, as well as my booty, are always in contact with the bench at all times as well. This helps create a stronger foundation for the exercise so that you can perform the movement without unnecessary stress on any other part of your body that we aren't working, as well as help you lift heavier as you progress. I also have a small arch in my lower back, which helps to stabilize your shoulders and create full body tension, which also helps to create that stronger foundation for the lift. However, it's completely up to you whether or not you want to use an arch when benching. I'll be doing another warm-up set of bench press next for 5 reps at about 55% of my 1 rep max. Again, just like squats yesterday, not doing any more reps than what is necessary to get my body warmed up for the working sets. Now going into my working sets for 6 sets at 2 reps at 92% of 1 rep max. Putting on my gangster wrist wraps for added wrist support. Definitely struggling a little bit more since we're at a higher 1 rep max, but we're gonna grind it out as much as possible. I'll be resting 3 to 5 minutes in between each of my working sets at bench press. That was until I found you right there in the crowd. Next up, we're going to be doing block presses for 4 sets of 4 reps with the same weight I used for the bench press. And your girl could not figure out how to put the block on, someone please send help. It really shouldn't be this hard, but no worries, bae to the rescue. Anyways, the purpose of putting the block on the barbell and doing block presses is for the same exact reason I was doing rack squats yesterday. The part I struggle with the most when it comes to bench pressing is the end of the movement, getting the barbell back up to starting position. The block eliminates the first half of your typical bench press full range of movement so that you can practice just the second half and get stronger at it. We'll be doing one last chest exercise before moving on to triceps. Cable chest flies for 4 sets at 10 to 12 reps. If you've never tried these before, definitely give them a go because they burn so good. You'll see my feet are staggered with one foot in front and the other behind me. My entire body is leaned forward about 45 degrees. I keep a slight bend in my elbows at all times without allowing my arms to bend in order to push the weight. And I simply start with arms extended out to the sides and then bringing them together in front of me like I'm wrapping my arms around a tree. Up next, we have dumbbell overhead tricep extensions for 4 sets at 15 reps. I keep my elbows close to my head and pointing straight ahead at all times. Starting with the dumbbell behind my head and elbows bent, I contract my triceps to extend my arms upwards and bring the dumbbell up. The last exercise we'll do is triceps push-downs for 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. I keep my elbows tucked into the sides of my ribcage at all times in order to isolate my triceps and target them better. Starting with elbows bent and hands at my chest, I contract my triceps to push the cable attachment down towards the sides of my legs. To finish this workout up, I'll be doing an incline walk on the treadmill, which I ended up doing for a little bit over half an hour. I usually reply back to comments, post on Instagram, or just catch up on YouTube videos during this time, so sometimes I get a little bit carried away and end up walking for longer than anticipated. And that sums up day 2 of our week of workouts. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Welcome to our shoulders day. Our schedule got a little bit mixed up today, so we weren't able to go to the gym as planned, so we're just at a garage gym today at home because there's no such thing as having too many gyms apparently. Your girl is high maintenance, what can I say? Anyways, I've also been doing abs along with shoulders, but I did not have time for that today, so today will solely be a quick and sweet shoulder workout which only took me about 40 minutes or so. Starting with foam rolling as always, and then also doing basically the same warm-ups with the small 5-pound plates as I did yesterday for chest and tries. And then I also used a resistance band to do some pull-up parts, and then this other exercise bringing my arms in front and then behind me, which I actually have no idea what it's called. I'll usually just do however many I feel like I need to that day to feel properly warmed up and ready to go for my lift. First up, I'll be doing dumbbell shoulder presses for 2 warm-up sets at 12 reps first using 20-pound dumbbells. I'll be keeping my feet flat on the ground at all times and booty and back of my shoulders flush on the bench throughout the movement. Keeping my shoulders in the same position at all times, I'm going to start with dumbbells right outside my shoulders and then push them straight up towards the ceiling, avoiding shrugging my shoulders up towards my ears. I'll be resting 1 to 2 minutes in between each set of this entire workout. As we get ready for our working sets of dumbbell shoulder presses, I'm going to throw on my trusty gangster wraps and then do 4 sets of 10 reps using 30-pound dumbbells. This exercise targets your overall shoulder muscles.
I'm a little bit too consumed, but every part of my body is telling me to run away from you. Come a little bit closer, yeah, come a little bit closer.
I'm going to switch over to 20-pound dumbbells and do 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps of Arnold presses next. This exercise also targets your overall shoulder muscles. Arnold presses will look similar to your standard dumbbell shoulder press that we just did, except as you bring the dumbbells back down, rotate your elbows in together towards the center and then back out before performing another press. 1 shoulder press plus a rotation in and out equals 1 rep. Following the Arnold presses, I'll be doing dumbbell lateral raises for 4 sets of 15 reps. This exercise will target the sides of your shoulder muscles. Start with palms facing forward and hands together in the middle of the front of your body. Raise your arms straight out to the side so they're about parallel to the ground with palms facing the floor. Keep a slight bend in your elbows at all times and make sure to keep your shoulders down in a stationary position and avoid lifting your shoulders up to your ears. Next up, we'll be doing alternating dumbbell front raises for 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps per arm, superset with bent over rear delt flies for 12 to 15 reps as well. The front raises will target the front of your shoulder muscles, aka your anterior deltoid, while the rear delt flies will target your posterior deltoids, aka the back of your shoulder muscles. For the front raises, start with arms by your side and then raise one arm up so it crosses the center of your body and the dumbbell essentially lines up with the shoulder opposite of it. So bring your left hand up to line up with your right shoulder and your right hand up to line up with your left shoulder. As you raise the dumbbell up, make sure your thumbnail is pointing up at the ceiling. Your arms should have the slightest bend in them as well, but if you find you have to bend your elbows in order to lift the dumbbell up, you may want to consider using a lighter dumbbell. Right after performing 1 set of the lateral raises, we'll go into bent over rear delt dumbbell flies next for 12 to 15 reps. Bend over at the hips about 45 degrees with knees bent. Keeping your elbows bent at about a 90-degree angle at all times, start with palms facing each other at the center of your body, and then rotate your arms straight out to the sides like a bird opening its wings, and then bring your arms back down. And that is all for our little shoulder workout today. I definitely would have loved to see more if I had a time, but his sis was busy that day, so we had to keep it going. But we love a quick and sweet workout some days too. Quick outfit check, wearing everything TLF apparel. The Tempo Rib sports bra size medium, it does run small so definitely size up, and then the Tempo shorts size small, true to size. Of course, use my discount code for 50% off if you ever want to pick anything up from them. Today we're training back and buys. Back and buys is one of my all-time favorite workout days, so I'm super excited for today. After foam rolling, I'll be doing 4 sets of 12 reps on the assisted pull/chin-up machine. I'll usually do both chin and pull-ups. Chin-ups are when your hands are holding the bar with an underhand grip and your arms are typically closer together, whereas pull-ups use an overhand grip with hands positioned farther apart, which are the ones I'm doing right now. I have a tutorial on how to properly perform this exercise that I'll link down below. Both variations work your back muscles with a little bit of biceps as well. Next up, we'll be doing wide grip lat pull-downs for 4 sets of 12 reps. This exercise will target your entire back with a little bit more focus on your lat muscles. I also have an entire video tutorial on how to do this exercise as well that will be linked in the description. You guys already know I got you guys covered with the gym knowledge. Always feel free to explore my channel. Everything is organized into playlists so that it's easy to navigate. I make these videos just for you guys, so please take advantage of these free resources to help you along your fitness journey. I decided to superset the lat pull downs with Hercules for 15 reps per arm. This exercise targets your biceps, and you can definitely work both arms at the same time if you have access to both sides of the cable machine. Stand a little further than your arm's length away from the cable and make sure it's adjusted to a height right above your head. Again, guys, I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but I also have an entire video on how to use a cable machine here on my channel in case you need it as well. I always got you, boo. Keep your bicep about parallel to the ground at all times and do your best to keep it in a stationary position throughout the entire movement. Start with your arm extended out and then contract your bicep to bring the handle towards your shoulder. Keep it nice and controlled. This is another one of those exercises where if you've never tried it before, definitely give it a go and let me know how much it burns after. Next up, we have another back exercise, isolateral high rows for 12 to 15 reps per arm. Make sure to really allow your back muscles to feel and power the movement.
I take it easy. Am I on or something, or am I reaching to be validated? Instead, I get told from the parking space, why do it feel like I could have a vote for the ominous faces to all that won't save us? I thought the ground was for the breaking. Look like it's all overrated. Yeah, like it's all overrated. Like it's all overrated to me. Like it's all overrated to me. I can't get no sleep. Living in the race. Life is bittersweet. I can't really explain it.
Going strong with back exercises, we have seated cable rows next, which we'll be doing in a pyramid set for 3 rounds. For the pyramid set, we'll be starting with 10 reps at a lighter weight, then increasing the weight for 8 reps, and then increasing the weight once more for a final 6 reps. Rest for 1 to 2 minutes and repeat for a total of 3 times. Be sure to keep your spine in a neutral position and sweep the insides of your arms against the sides of your body as you pull the weight back. Fully extend your arms in front of you before each rep.
You held me back when I tried to move on from your life, so you stole my life with clarity. So hold me back, now you're here, 'cause I'm mad, show no fear. Wanna let you know just how it felt. Oh, no, 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 no.
I'll be supersetting the seated cable rows with cable bicep curls for 4 sets of 15 reps as well. Notice that I keep my elbows glued to the sides of my rib cage and really allow my biceps to feel and power the movement.
I know it too well. Now I'm bulletproof. You might find your gun, but I'm flying high. I'm bulletproof. Don't let me touch the ground. You can never bring me down.
We'll be doing another bicep exercise next. Incline dumbbell curls for 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Angle a bench at about 30 degrees. Keep your feet firmly planted on the ground and make sure to allow the contraction of your biceps to power the movement.
We've been up, we've been down, trying to figure things out.
Changing had a work meeting he had to go to, so we headed back home after that last exercise and finished up our workout with an incline treadmill walk later at our apartment gym.
Turn it round again. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't you think we could?
Today is deadlift day, which is probably my favorite day of the week. I started off my workout with some full body foam rolling and then am now doing RDLs for 2 sets of 12 reps with just a barbell to warm up for sumo deadlifts coming up next. Please don't mind the angle for these next few shots, as this was as best as I could get without getting in anyone's way or having people in my shot.
You can never bring me down. Can never bring me down.
Continuing with the warm-ups, I'm going to do a warm-up set of sumo deadlifts for 6 reps with 135 pounds at 50% and 1 rep max. You guys already know I have an entire tutorial here on my channel walking you step by step on how to deadlift, that link in the description, so I won't go over too many details as this is another one that I could talk about forever. Here comes another warm-up set for 3 reps at 70% and 1 rep max and 185 pounds total.
Can never bring me down. 'Cause I'm bulletproof. Yeah, I'm bulletproof.
Your girl was supposed to do 6 working sets of 2 reps, but my body was just not having it today, so I only did 4 working sets of 2 reps today at 88% to 1 rep max for 235 total pounds. I have my SBD belt on as well to help stabilize my core and protect my back. I also have the longest setup ever, so don't mind me just taking my time here, just getting into the mode. Not the prettiest lifts ever, but not every lift will be perfect. We just try and do better next time. That's also why even 4 to 5 years into my fitness journey, I continue to film myself at the gym to see where I can progress and improve. Moving on, we'll be doing deadlift deficits next for 4 sets of 4 reps at 50% to 1 rep max. Deadlift deficits are just deadlifts done on top of a 2-inch platform, as you see I'm setting up the plates on the platform here. But you can use any 2-inch platform that you have available to you. Other than that, they're performed just like regular deadlifts, and you can do them either conventional or sumo, take your pick. Doing deficits like this helps you practice getting the weights off the ground into lockout, because just like squats and bench press, this is the area when I'm lifting heavier that it gets stuck on the most, the initial pull off the weights of the floor into the remainder of the movement.
Now you're long gone.
Next up, we have single leg hip thrust for 4 sets of 12 reps per leg. I have the middle of my back positioned against the bench, and my working leg's knee will come to about a 90-degree angle when I go up into the hip thrust. My spine stays neutral at all times, and I allow my working glute to power and fuel the movement.
And I know time flies by so fast. Still I'm thinking of you.
Bay was called off to work again, so I finished my workout up at my apartment gym with the final exercise. Staggered stance single leg RDLs for 4 sets of 12 reps per leg. My working leg is in front with the foot flat on the ground, while my non-working leg is slightly behind me, helping to simply support my working leg. Starting in an upright position, I bend forward at the hips as low as I can go without rounding my back, and then squeeze the glutes of the working leg to return back to starting position, keeping the dumbbell touching the front of my leg at all times.
Dipping like we're on a home run. Got no worries, no, 'cause we're so young. We were so young. We're in your car singing crazy to the radio. I remember it like time's been frozen still. Oh, had no worries, no. We were so young. Now you're long.
To end the workout, I'm going to hop on the treadmill for an incline walk for about 20 to 30 minutes. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to come here and watch this video. And like I said earlier, if you enjoy this style of video where I'm taking you through an entire week of workouts with me, make sure to let me know. Give this video a thumbs up, and also let me know in a comment down below. Or if you're like, you know, I'd rather have each workout by itself, also let me know so that I know what kind of content you guys want to see from me. For daily fitness and workout tips, make sure to also like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram. Thanks so much again for coming here and watching this video today, guys, and just hanging out with me today. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your week.
You can't turn off like a merry-go-round.